So this is your first interview with Stranded in Stereo. So why don't you give an introduction to all of our readers?
Okay. We just had our 3-year anniversary in March, and we have been touring a lot. We've toured the US a couple of times now. We're still not on a label. We do everything ourselves. And we are about to record a new album, our second album. And we met in a record store.
Fun interesting fact. We just added a third band member who unfortunately is not here.
She plays violin and cello. Her name's Naomi Cherie.
And she lives in Austin, Texas, and we're based in Sacramento, so logistically we can't be together always, but...
How would you're talking about your sound, how would you describe your sound?
I think a really simple answer would be like garage pop, although we...
With the cabaret twist.
Yeah, like we encompass a lot of different things. Jazzy sometimes, you know, bluesy, straight up rock sometimes. So it's kind of hard to say.
What's the sound on your first album and how's that shifting and changing? Or it's staying the same on your new work?
I think it's definitely shifting. I like the word shifting actually. I think we're evolving a little bit as we're getting more comfortable with our instruments. The first album, like, we just kind of recorded it without even like thinking about doing any layers, or we just kind of like wanted to record the songs as we play them live.
Like Lauren said, that this album's a lot more thought out, but it wasn't because we didn't want to take the time to do it, we just didn't think three-dimensionally like that. The idea of creating parts and thinking about like, oh, I want to add French horn on this chorus, or, you know, I think Lauren's vocals would contrast really nicely with mine on this particular word. Like, all of that stuff is really new to us, and we're just sort of expanding the way that we think about our music. And and then this is where Lauren and I work on preliminary recordings for like vocal harmonies and stuff. This is our high-tech microphone, and we use that like to make sure that harmonies actually work before we start singing them, so they're not all dissonant.
Nice.
Okay.
What's your goal for your music?
We want to be able to pay our rent without totally stressing out about it. And actually on the back here, we thanked our landlord for not evicting us.
Let me see.
See, thanks to our landlord, Ernesto Ruiz, for not evicting us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now you got him.
I know.
I know. Just to keep afloat and have money for groceries.
Yeah, maybe
and
like
rent,
be able to save some, and like I would like to go back to college someday.
Do you come from an artistic family, obviously?
I guess so. Some of them are, some of them are not.
Yeah. They're very supportive of the lifestyle?
Definitely a question mark on that one.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they would like to see me making more money and having a college degree. Yeah. I mean, that's like totally unquestionable, but I think everyone's parents hope that for them, and I think that I've disappointed them to an extent, but they're also proud of the things that I have accomplished, so hopefully I can have a minute amount of success to validate the way that I've spent the last 5 years.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. You had a busy day today. This is like a typical day in the life of like Agent Ribbons. You're having a music video shoot, having an interview for a magazine, and you're doing a show tonight. Mm-hmm. Does it ever get really taxing having this kind of lifestyle?
No. I mean, yeah, we both bitch about it, but like last night I spent the little money that I had for rent on drinks for my friends. And I mean, given at the time I'd already thrown back a few, but it's like, you guys, I have to buy you drinks because you have to go to a job that you hate every single day. And like, yeah, we're all broke, but I can afford to throw my money around and like have a good time once in a while, because even if we are broke, at least we're doing what we want to do, you know? So we're pretty darn lucky right now. And if things never change, I mean, they would kind of have to change eventually, but I feel like this is a time in my life I'm really going to look back and appreciate a lot, because I live upstairs from Lauren and we have little family dinners all the time, and it's magical living here.
Your love is the smallest doll, and that won't ever do. 'cause my doll eats them all. Nothing to call home about. If you can't put anything in, then you can't take anything out. Oh, a silly man would tiptoe through the eggshells to salvage that which he's already broke. Oh, you can eat an omelet in a mouthful, but it only takes one egg to choke.